So good morning to all. In last class already I started VSB. So that is vestigial sideband modulation. So what is the disadvantage of SSB? Respond anyone? What is the main drawback of SSB? Hmm? Respond in chat box. What is the main drawback of SSB? Why will go to VSB? At low frequencies we can't get an exact sideband. Not correct. Respond anyone? At lower frequencies, the upper and lower sidebands are met at carrier frequency, and it becomes difficult to isolate one sideband. So with example already I explained. So if carrier frequency is 300 kilohertz, if modulating signal is 1 kilohertz, then what is upper sideband frequency? 301 kilohertz. What is lower sideband frequency? 299 kilohertz. That is, two bands are comes nearer to carrier frequency FC. So they did not isolate perfectly. The upper and lower sidebands did not isolate perfectly for low audio frequencies. If the audio frequency, if the message signal is 10 kilohertz, then what is upper sideband frequency? Hmm? What is upper sideband frequency for 10 kilohertz message signal? Carrier frequency is 300 kilohertz. What is upper sideband frequency?
310 kilo.
Yes, 310 kilohertz. What is lower sideband frequency?
290 kilo.
290 kilohertz. So that is for high audio frequencies. That is for high message signals. There is not problem, but it becomes very difficult for lower frequencies. That is low audio frequencies. So that is both sidebands comes nearer to carrier frequency, and they did not isolate perfectly. So that's why that is the main drawback of SSB. So to overcome that drawback, we go to vestigial sideband. So what is vestigial sideband? In this in this modulation, one sideband is passed completely along with trace or vestige of other sideband. Along with trace or vestige of other sideband. So this technique is mostly used in TV communications. Television transmissions lo manamu ee technique ni use chestam. So coming to the frequency spectrum. Coming to frequency spectrum. So if the message signal spectrum is considered like this, that is M of F plus FM and minus FM. So what is the spectrum for DSBSC? Double sideband with suppressed carrier. So there is no carrier FC. So we have upper sideband and lower sideband in case of DSBSC, that is FC plus FM and FC minus FM. Coming to SSB. Coming to SSB, plus FC and minus FC. In this case also there is no carrier, so that's why it is represented with dotted line. It is represented with dotted line. And here we consider only either upper sideband or lower sideband, that is FC plus FM or FC minus FM. If we consider upper sideband, it becomes FC plus FM. This side it becomes minus of FC plus FM. Coming to VSB spectrum. Coming to VSB spectrum. So in this case also there is no carrier. there is no carrier. Completely we pass one side band. Completely we pass one side band. And along with one side band, we also pass a retrace of another side band. Some part of retrace of another side band. So that's why the bandwidth becomes Fv plus W. What is Fv here? Vestigial frequency. Vestigial frequency. And what is W? Bandwidth required to pass one side band. For complete, in this case, there is no one side band is not completely passed. Here, some part of the upper side band is eliminated. So that part, how much part is eliminated? That part is passed in the lower side band. That part is passed in the lower side band. So the bandwidth required for VSB is also similar to bandwidth required for SSB. But in this case, we pass both the upper side band and some part of lower side band. So that's why the bandwidth required for to pass lower side band is considered as Fv, and bandwidth required for upper side band is considered as W. So therefore, the bandwidth required for VSB signal is considered as Fv plus W. Fv plus W. Draw the spectrum. Draw the spectrum. Fv plus W. Here one important point is some part of the lower side band is passed. How much part it is transmitted? So how much part is eliminated in the upper side band? That amount of part is passed in the lower side band. ఇక్కడ మనం కొంత పార్ట్ ని ఎలిమినేట్ చేస్తున్నాం అప్పర్ సైడ్ బ్యాండ్ లో మాక్సిమం లాస్ట్ వరకు మనం పాస్ చేయట్లేదు. ఇక్కడ ఎంత పార్ట్ అయితే ఎలిమినేట్ చేస్తున్నామో అంత పార్ట్ మనకి అంత ట్రేస్ ఆఫ్ లోవర్ సైడ్ బ్యాండ్ is passed along with the upper side band. So the total required bandwidth for VSB is same as the bandwidth required for SSB, but it is considered as Fe plus W. Fe plus W. So if we pass lower side band, then it becomes W plus Fv. So that is completely passed the lower side band and some part of the upper side band is passed. So this is the spectrum for VSB. So totally VSB is suitable for very low frequencies, that is very less audio frequencies. So that's why it is useful for television transmission. Coming to generation of VSB modulated wave. Put aside heading generation of VSB modulated wave. How we can generate VSB signal? VSB signal is generated from DSB-SC signal, that is double sideband with suppressed carrier, since VSB consists of both USB and LSB. So that's why first we generate DSB-SC signal. How DSB-SC signal is generated? Already so many times I told you, with the help of product modulator, we can generate DSB-SC signal. So therefore, the first stage of VSB modulated wave consists of product modulator. The first block is product modulator. So the product modulator have two inputs. What is one input? One input is a message signal M of t, and another input is a carrier signal AC cos 2 pi FCT. AC cos 2 pi FCT. So with the help of mathematical analysis also we observe carrier is suppressed, and here we generate two side bands. So that's why at the output of product modulator we got DSB-SC signal. How we got SSB signal from DSB-SC? By passing through sideband shaping filter. By passing through sideband shaping filter, here we got VSB-SC signal. VSB modulated wave. VSB modulated wave, it can be represented as S of t. So totally to generate VSB modulated wave, we have two blocks. One is product modulator and another one is sideband shaping filter. Why here we use a sideband shaping filter? If you observe the frequency spectrum, If we observe the frequency spectrum here, we use some part of, we pass some part of LSB or USB. So that's why here some shape is required. Some shape is required. So for that purpose, here we use sideband shaping filter. Sideband shaping filter, which have the frequency response of H of F. Which have the frequency response of H of F. So note down the block diagram. The product modulator, which have two inputs, M of t and AC cos 2 pi FCT. At the output of product modulator, we have DSBSC signal, and by passing through sideband shaping filter, here we have VSB modulated wave. VSB modulated wave. So therefore, at this place, you can represent with VSB wave. And it can be considered as S of t. S of t. What is the transfer function for this filter? H of f. We take the transfer function for this filter is H of f. Now, how we can write S of t? How we can write S of t? If the Fourier transform for S of t is considered as S of f, then VSB modulated wave can be defined as S of f equal to AC by 2 into AC by 2 into, write this expression first. Write this expression first. In tomorrow's class, I will explain how we can write this expression. If you understand the time domain expression for SSP wave, then you can write Fourier transform. Then if we take Fourier transform, we got S of f. In tomorrow's class, I will explain time domain representation for SSB. So first you note down this expression. First you note down this expression. This is the frequency domain representation for SSB. If VSB signal is represented as S of t, the frequency domain representation is considered as S of f. S of f. How we can got S of f? After passing DSBSC signal through sideband shaping filter, whose transfer function is H of f. Whose transfer function is H of f. What is the DSBSC signal in frequency domain? It can be considered as AC by 2 into M into F minus FC plus M into F plus FC. Already in DSBSC signal, the Fourier transform of S of f can be considered like this. Once you observe that expression, if that signal is passed through sideband shaping filter whose transfer function is H of f, then VSB wave can be considered as S of f equal to AC by 2 into lower frequency plus upper frequency into transfer function H of f. Here how we got this expression? From this block diagram. What is the DSBSC representation in frequency domain? In frequency domain, it can be represented as M into F minus FC plus M into F plus FC. So that is DSBSC have both upper sideband and lower sideband. So that's why here we consider both upper sideband and lower sideband. When this signal is passed through sideband shaping filter whose transfer function is considered as H of f, then we got VSB wave. So therefore, the Fourier transform for VSB wave S of f can be considered as AC by 2 into upper sideband and lower sideband into H of f. Into H of f. So this is the generation of VSB signal. Now coming to demodulation. So there is no techniques in our syllabus. Just you simply consider generation of VSB modulated wave. with the help of two blocks. That is, first one is product modulator and second one is sideband shaping filter. The final expression for VSB in frequency domain is S of F equal to like this. Coming to demodulation of VSB modulated wave, as like in SSB, here also there are two types of demodulation techniques. One is coherent detection and second one is envelope detection. The first one is coherent detection and second one is envelope detection. Already you know what is meant by coherent detection. We must have a synchronization between transmitted carrier signal and received carrier signal. That is, transmitted carrier signal frequency and phase is same as received carrier signal phase and frequency. That is the meaning of coherent. So write the two techniques. The first one is coherent detection and second one is envelope detection. Now put aside heading coherent detection. Already you know, in coherent detection, the first stage is product modulator. With the help of local oscillator, we generate received carrier signal. Received carrier signal. What is the here signal? What is the signal here? For the demodulator circuits, already always you know, we have a modulated waves. That is modulated signals. Since it is a VSB demodulated circuit, so therefore here we got the input as VSB modulated wave. VSB modulated wave. So first right at the input you have VSB signal, VSB modulated wave, and it can be represented as S of t. It can be represented as S of t. And what is the another signal for product modulator? Already you know, in coherent detection we have a carrier frequency and it is generated with local oscillator. Local oscillator. So therefore, to generate carrier frequency, here we use local oscillator, and the generated carrier is represented as AC dash cos 2 pi fct. AC dash cos 2 pi fct. Why here we take AC dash? If there is a difference between amplitudes in transmitted carrier and received carrier, that magnitude difference is considered as AC dash. If the transmitted carrier signal have the frequency of the magnitude of AC, then the received carrier have the magnitude of AC dash. In coherent detection, only phase and frequency are same. But there is no magnitude equivalence. So therefore, there is a small change in magnitudes. That's why here we consider AC dash cos 2 pi fct. So in detectors, we have two blocks, two stages. That is the first stage, product modulator and local oscillator. At the output of product modulator, here we have the signal as V of t. So after passing low pass filter, again here we have the message signal M of t, which is considered as V naught of t. The product modulator output is considered as V of t. So coming to mathematical analysis, first you take V of t. So that is V of t equal to S of t into AC dash cos 2 pi fct. S of t into AC dash cos 2 pi fct. So converting it into frequency domain. Converting it into frequency domain. Here we have AC dash by 2.
Yes.
AC dash by 2 into S into F minus Fc plus S into F plus Fc. Already you know S of t. S of t is a VSB modulated wave. So it consists of both bands. So that's why here we consider S into F minus Fc plus S into F plus Fc. And this S of t is multiplied with AC dash cos 2 pi Fct. So therefore V of t equal to S of t into AC dash cos 2 pi Fct. But what is S of F? The above already we observe. What is S of F? S of F equal to AC by 2 into capital M into F minus Fc plus capital M into F plus Fc into H of F. So therefore, we have S of F as, take that expression, we have S of F as AC by 2 into M into F minus Fc plus M into F plus Fc into H of F. So first you take V of t. So what is V of t? V of t is the product of S of t into AC dash cos 2 pi Fct. If you take a frequency domain, it is considered as AC dash by 2 into S into F minus Fc plus S into F plus Fc by taking Fourier transform. Now, V of F, put this as equation number 1. Put this as equation number 1. Now take S of F. Already we have S of F from the above analysis. We have S of F as AC by 2 into M into F minus Fc plus M into F plus Fc into transfer function of filter H of F. Now substitute S of F in V of F. Substitute S of F in V of F. Now see this expression. What is S of F here? This one. Now substitute in this place S of F. So therefore it becomes, what is the amplitude? AC dash by 4. AC dash by 4. Observe carefully. Here M into F minus Fc minus Fc. M into for this parameter. If this parameter is multiplied with this one, so that is you substitute in place of S of F, this parameter. So it becomes, what is the first parameter? M into F minus Fc. Minus Fc. Here we have minus Fc. So therefore, in place of S of F, if you substitute, it becomes, if you multiply magnitudes, AC into AC dash by 4, what is S of F here? S of F is this parameter. When this parameter is multiplied with this one, so therefore here we got M into F minus Fc minus Fc plus again when this parameter is multiplied with this one, again we have M into F minus Fc plus Fc plus Fc. Again, if we substitute in this place S of F, again we have M into F plus Fc minus Fc and m into f plus fc plus fc. Just here we substitute s of f. Just here we substitute s of f. What is s of f? AC by 2 into this parameter. So when this parameter is multiplied with this one, similarly, this parameter is multiplied with this one, again we have one parameter. So totally, by expanding both, we have four parameters. We have four parameters. So that is f minus fc minus fc and f minus fc plus fc. Similarly, f plus fc minus fc, f plus fc plus fc. And h becomes f minus fc plus f plus fc. Just in place of s of f, you substitute and expand that one. Now, f minus 2fc, it becomes, the first parameter becomes f minus 2fc plus fc cancel. Here we have m of f, and similarly here also fc and fc cancel. Here also we have m of f. So therefore 2m of f. You can consider both parameters as 2 into m of f plus here m plus fc plus fc. So therefore m of f plus 2fc, f plus 2fc into h of f can be considered same as it is. So that is h into f minus fc plus h into f plus fc. So what is the signal? The signal is V of f signal. V of f signal, that is output of product modulator signal. So once again you observe. So for the product modulator, here we have two signals as inputs. So one is S of t, that is VSB modulated signal. VSB modulated signal. Another one is a local carrier which is generated from the local oscillator and considered it as AC dash cos 2 pi FCT. AC dash cos 2 pi FCT. So at the product modulator output, we considered it as V of t. Now already you know V of t is a product of S of t and carrier frequency. So therefore we can consider the signal as S of t into AC dash cos 2 pi FCT. For easily analysis, here we consider the frequency domain. So therefore V of t can be written as AC dash by 2 into, that is here we are taking the Fourier transform for this equation. So therefore it becomes S into f minus fc plus S into f plus fc. Already you know S of f from the above. So that is in modulation technique. Already we observe the S of f as AC by 2 into m into f minus fc plus m into f plus fc into h of f. That is transfer function for shaping filter. Now if you substitute S of f in place of this equation, so that is V of f is considered as equation number 1 and this signal is S of f is considered as equation number 2. Substitute 2 in 1. Here we got four parameters and these parameters are like this. And if you multiplied h of f, it can be splitted into upper side band and lower side band. So now, if you expand this one, here we got m into f minus 2fc plus 2 into m of f plus m into f plus 2fc. You write h of f. These two parameters are same as it is. Now this is V of f signal. Now after delivering V of f, this signal is passed through low pass filter to got original message signal. So already you know message signal is a lower frequency signal. So that's why all high frequencies are eliminated by passing through low pass filter. So therefore whenever the signal is passed through low pass filter, observe here, by passing through low pass filter, here we have all carrier frequencies are eliminated. All carrier frequencies are eliminated. That is, the first parameter have carrier frequency and the second parameter does not consist of any carrier frequency, and third parameter have carrier frequency. So therefore, by passing through low pass filter, these carrier frequencies are eliminated, and here we got only the M of F signal. M of F signal. So therefore, here we have AC dash by 4 into 2 into M of F into H function, that is transfer function. And 2 cancel here. So therefore, here we got AC dash by 2 into M of F and transfer function. Already you know the condition to getting original message, that is the filter must have, the transfer function of filter have h into f minus fc plus h into f plus fc is considered as 2 into h of f. This is condition. This is condition for getting original message signal with a scaling factor and without any distortion. Original message signal perfect ga manam receive chesukovali ante must ga condition em satisfy ayi undali. It must be considered as h into f minus fc plus h into f plus fc can be considered as 2 into h of f. 2 into h of f. So this is the condition to getting original message signal without any distortion. This is the condition to getting original message signal without any distortion. So therefore, h into f minus fc plus h into f plus fc can be considered as 2 into h of f. 2 into h of f. So therefore, by substituting this condition, here we have V naught f equal to AC dash by 2 into M of f into, now in this place you can be considered as 2 into h of f. 2 into h of f. So therefore, here we 2 cancel. Here we got final V naught of f can be AC dash into M of f into h of f. M of f into h of f. So that is at the output of low pass filter, here we have a message signal. And this is the transfer function for low pass filter. Any doubts in this analysis? Just here for easily calculation part, we take the frequency domain. So therefore, here we considered as AC dash by 2 into upper sideband and lower sideband. If we take a frequency domain for this cost parameter, it becomes f minus fc and f plus fc. Already we have s of f. Just you simply substitute s of f in this expression. And here we have final V of f. By passing through low pass filter, all high frequency components. So that is this one and this one is eliminated. Here we have only M of f. So therefore the equation becomes AC dash by 4 into 2 into M of f into transfer function. So 2 cancel. Therefore it becomes AC dash by 2 into M of f into transfer function h of f. But what is the condition to got perfect message signal without any distortion? The condition must be this one. So that is h into f minus fc plus h into f plus fc must be 2 into h of f. When it becomes 2 into h of f, Huh? When it becomes 2 into h of f? By cancelling of fc. By cancelling of fc. That is carrier frequency. By cancelling of carrier frequency, here we have 2 into h of f. So if we substitute that condition, then it becomes this one. So finally, V naught f as AC dash into M of f into H of f. That is, the output signal just consists of message signal with transfer function of H of f. That is the transfer function for low pass filter. Transfer function for low pass filter. Now consider the second technique, which is envelope detection method. Take the second method. So that is envelope detection method. Already for in SSB demodulation also we observe the envelope detector. What is the first stage for envelope detector? We put a summer, adder circuit. So in this case also same block diagram, but the signals are different. Here we consider the VSB signal. S of t is a VSB signal. So totally the envelope detector consists of a adder and envelope detector blocks. For the adder, here we have two inputs. One is a local generated carrier, that is AC cos 2 pi fct, and another signal is S of t, which is a VSB modulated wave, Now what is V of t? V of t equal to S of t plus AC cos 2 pi fct. Already in previous topic, we observed envelope detector for SSB. In the same manner, if you do the mathematical analysis, here we got, take first signal V of t. What is V of t? Adder output, V of t. Let us consider S of t as VSB modulated wave, and received carrier as AC cos 2 pi fct, Now calculate V of t. V of t equal to S of t plus AC cos 2 pi fct. What is S of t here? VSB modulated wave. VSB modulated wave in time domain can be represented as this one. So totally this parameter. In tomorrow's class, I will explain that time domain description. This is the final expression for VSB signal in time domain. So what is that signal? AC by 2 with a scaling factor Ka, M of t into cos 2 pi fct minus AC by 2 Ka MQ of t. What is MQ of t? MQ of t, already you know that a signal, it is a quadrature message signal or out of phase message signal. It can also be considered as M cap of t. In previous analysis, already we considered that signal M cap of t. So you write in any way, that is MQ of t or M cap of t. Take any way. So simply you write AC cos 2 pi fct same as it is. In place of S of t, you consider the time domain description for VSB signal. That is, what is the time domain representation? AC by 2 Ka into M of t cos 2 pi fct minus AC by 2 Ka into M cap of t into sin 2 pi fct. So this is the time domain description for VSB. This is the time domain representation for VSB. So you simply substitute S of t. What is Ka here? It is just simply scaling factor. scaling factor. Now, from these two parameters, the common cos 2 pi fct, cos 2 pi fct. Then you have 1 plus Ka, 1 plus Ka m of t by 2. If you common AC cos 2 pi fct, so therefore you have 1 plus Ka m of t by 2. You can write third parameter as it is. That is minus AC by 2 Ka m cap of t. M cap of t sin 2 pi fct. Sin 2 pi fct. Already you know, for mathematical analysis, whenever the signal is passed through envelope detector, we can consider square root of in-phase component square by square root of in-phase component square plus out of phase component square. So that's why, what is the signal at the output of envelope detector? It can be considered as V naught of t. So therefore, to calculate V naught of t, V naught of t is written as square root of in phase component square plus out of phase component square. Already in previous topic also we observed, we write in the same manner whenever the signal is passed through envelope detector. To calculate the output of envelope detector, we consider the in phase component square plus out of phase component square, square root of. So that's why V naught of t can be written in this form. Here, what is the in phase component? So this one, here we have m of t. What is the out of phase component? M cap of t or m q of t. So therefore, in phase component square becomes AC into 1 plus Ka by 2 m of t. AC into 1 plus Ka m of t by 2. And similarly, what is out of phase component? AC by 2 into Ka into m cap of t. Already you know sin 2 pi fct is considered as out of phase component, and m cap of t is also out of phase. So therefore, out of phase component can be considered as AC by 2 Ka m cap of t whole square. Now it becomes AC square into 1 plus Ka by 2 m of t whole square plus it also becomes AC square into Ka m cap of t by 2 whole square. Ka m cap of t by 2 whole square. If you common this parameter, that is AC square into 1 plus Ka by 2 m of t whole square, then it becomes 1 plus. If you common all this parameter, then it becomes 1 plus already AC square common. So therefore, here we have Ka m cap of t by 2 by 1 plus Ka m of t by 2. Ka m of t by 2. So after common, if we take the parameter as outside, so therefore it becomes square root and square cancel. So only for this parameter, here we got square root. Just here we simply common this parameter. After commoning, this parameter is take outside from the root. So here we have 1 plus this parameter into 1 by 2. So this is the detector output signal. In this signal here, we have a quadrature out of phase signal, that is MQ of t. So that is with MQ of t here we does not have perfect message signal. Perfect message signal. So the detector output is distorted by some parameter. That parameter is considered as quadrature component, that is M cap of t. To reduce this distortion, we must minimize the MQ of t. We must minimize this parameter MQ of t and scaling factor Ka. When we got perfect message signal, at the output of detector, we must minimize the out of phase signal and scaling factor. When it becomes out of phase signal becomes 0, if we maintain a transmitted carrier signal frequency and phase is same as the received carrier signal frequency and phase, then it becomes MQ of t becomes 0. MQ of t becomes 0. So to get perfect original message signal at the detector side, we must maintain the phase and frequency of transmitted and received signals carrier frequencies are same. That is, whenever MQ of t becomes 0, we got perfect signal. We got perfect message signal. Already you know, in previous topic also we discussed about M cap of t. M cap of t. When M cap of t becomes 0, then only in that situation only we got perfect message signal at the output side of detector. So these are the detection techniques for VSB signal. So in tomorrow's class, we observe about the time domain description for VSB. So with that topic, the unit is completed. Second unit is completed. Next we go to third unit, that is angle modulation.